name is Sarah Lenhart, and I am a student support specialist in Laramie County School District 1 at Davis Elementary. And I've been part of the Thrive team working with the state for the last couple of years. I started as part of the advisory committee to help create the Thrive framework 2 years ago. And then this year, our school has piloted the first year of Thrive. And so I've been a coach within our building to help support the implementation. Think about a framework like Thrive. It has been really incredible to see the impact it's had on our students as well as our teachers. One of the things that we did this year was measure the mental and emotional well-being of our staff and our students. And we saw a huge, tremendous jump from the beginning of the year. We had about 23% of our teachers and staff who felt like their work was meaningful. And then through the efforts that we've made through Thrive and being really intentional about supporting the mental and emotional well-being of our staff, we've seen that number jump up to 65%. And so that's been really cool to just see that shift over time. And then it's also been really powerful to see the excitement that students are having. We've seen a dramatic decrease in behavior referrals, and a lot of students just really reporting that they love to come to school. Thrive has really allowed us to bring intentionality into our day every single day that we have students in our building. And it's just been a wonderful tool to help us grow together. It's really important anytime you are creating school improvement efforts to think about the great things that are already happening within the school and then finding ways to support and strengthen those instead of pivoting in a completely different direction. Part of what contributes to burnout for teachers and staff is feeling like things are constantly changing and not having a voice in that. Whereas Thrive is something that ties into existing practices like MTSS and parent engagement. And it really just provides some strength and support to those existing practices and allows for vertical alignment throughout your building. And so that creates just that feeling of community for our teachers and our staff and our students and our families. And it just really empowers people to be able to show up how they need to every day and know that they're valued within the community that they're in. One of the biggest successes has been around just students feeling seen and heard and valued within the community. And it's something that every single child knows that they're going to start their day off in their classroom with a chance to connect with their peers, connect with their teachers. We have created the opportunity for every single staff member to be in a classroom during the first 20 minutes of the day, and we're calling that our morning meeting. And that's when teachers are explicitly teaching the Thrive competencies to their students. So our specialist teachers are pushing into general education classrooms, our paraprofessionals are pushing in, our secretaries, everybody in the entire school is in a classroom during that time, helping students connect with each other and to learn more about their mental and emotional well-being. And that's just been the biggest success because it's really strengthened our school community by having those partnerships and having people to co-teach with and to bounce ideas off of. And it's helped the students see us as a collective unit, people who are there to support them, and they have more than just one person that they can go to in the building, but they have a lot of different people who care about them and are here to help them. For family and community engagement, we've done a couple different things. The biggest one has been communicating with our families about those different competencies that we're working on and ways that they can utilize them at home with their child. So, when we're working on identifying our emotions, sending home resources to parents so that way they can help their child identify how they're feeling, in the evenings and on weekends, and just having that open communication with parents of here's what we're working on at school and here's ways that you can implement that at home as well. The past year, our leadership team has really been working on identifying different priorities through Thrive, and there's a lot of different things that we have learned throughout that process. I think the biggest one has just been to choose one thing and to really work at getting good at that one thing instead of trying to tackle it all at one time. the beauty of Thrive is that it integrates a lot of different practices, and there's potential to make it work for your school in whatever way best suits your school community. And so with that, sometimes you have a lot of different options and directions you could go. And so just really being clear about where we are and where we want to head, and then having intentional steps along the way to get us there has been really probably the biggest lesson we've learned throughout this process. So in the future for Thrive, our school community is really going to be thinking about what the next steps are going to be. It's been something our teachers have found a lot of value in and a lot of purpose in, and have really gotten on board with this year. And so they want it to be something that continues down the road in the future for many years to come. What that's going to specifically look like is going to depend off of the needs of our students and our staff in our building as we go through some upcoming changes with shifting the population a little bit as we go from a K-6 school to a K-4 school, and just identifying what new priorities might be in the path for us.